Was that my phone? That was my phone! Hello, this is Ninten talking. Who is it?
Thank you for calling the Murder Yourself hotline. We would like for you to take the scissors out from your desk and repeatedly stab out your eyes. Then take the scissors and slit your throat. Thank you and have a glorious day.
That was a little weird. Who could it be this time? This is the wild and crazy Ninten. What can I do you for? Thank you for calling 1-800-HOT Earth Chicks. Hi. Would you like me to take my clothes off? Sorry, awkward sex lady. I'm only 12. That's okay, but if you want me to take my clothes off, you'll have to lick your fingers and put them into the electrical outlet behind your desk. I don't think so. I gotta go. That was really weird. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think I like it very much. What the? Well, there's something really weird going on. That sounded like Mimi or Minnie. I'm coming! La 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 la. Oh no, Mimi, what happened? The bear! It's alive! The bear?
That is right, fool. The bare necessities of life will murder you! I'll get you next time.
Mimi, get out of here and find Mom. But what about you, Ninten? There's one last thing I gotta do. Hi, 1-800-HOT Earth Chicks. Do you take ATM cards?
And we're back to another series of Let's Play. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. And we're, to reboot the channel and everything, a new presentation for the Let's Plays here. I thought we'd do a marathon that I promised some time ago, and that was the Mother Marathon. And where else to start but Mother 1? Now, some of you might be wondering, well, what is Mother, and what kind of RPG is this? Well, many of you unknowingly know the characters from the Mother franchise if you're familiar with Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Series. These are the characters Ninten, Ness, and Lucas. These are their games. Mother is a JRPG style game, ye olde school, that is a satire of RPGs of today and as well takes place in modern times. They were one of the first people to really do this well. And it comes from the mind child or Renaissance man Shigesato Itoi, who is considered a genius for his kind of passive writing and his insight, not passive writing, but his complex writing and stuff like that. So this is a fun game series to do, and I think you guys will like it just as much as I do. Now, Mother 1, which is what we're starting, or also known by many people, Earthbound Zero, came out in the late 80s. And unfortunately, though was fully translated to English, never got a Japanese release. Or, I'm sorry, never got an American release, nor did it get a European release. So, again, Earthbound, the regular Earthbound is what most of us are more versed in and know of, but that game is known as Mother 2. And then again, with Mother 3, only came out in Japan. So, but let's get started. Hold on one second. Gotta pour me some scotch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got our scotch ready to go. Let's get her done on our Let's Play of Mother. Mama! As you can see, I've done some testing here. Alright, let's get started. You can name the character whatever you want, but I believe his default name... He had a couple default names, but the primary one we're going to use is Ninten. In Japan, they also, I think, wanted to call him, like, Gatro or something, myself, or me or I. That's what that really means, but whatever. Like, it's supposed to be you playing the game, but eh. And the other names we'll leave as defaults. Anna, Lloyd, and Teddy. And what's my favorite food? Well, I just poured me a glass. It's food. It's made out of food-like things. So we'll pour, when I'm tired, Mom, I want a glass of scotch. Ninten, Anna, Lloyd, Teddy, and my favorite food is scotch. Let's get it on.
In the early 1900s,
A dark shadow fell over a rural town in America. Shortly after, a married couple mysteriously vanished. The man's name was George. The woman's name was Maria. 2 years later, George returned home, but never told anyone where he had been or what he had done. Instead, he deeply immersed himself in strange research. As for his wife, Maria, she never returned. Maria, get out from under the desk. You can play with that later. 1988. Outside the town of Mother's Day. If you're wondering, in the original Japanese, we all know they called it podunk. So, trying not to insult anyone in the translation, are we? Okay, let me make something really clear before we go much further than this. In old Nintendo RPG games, specifically JRPG games, you spent hours doing nothing but leveling. It wasn't a difficulty thing, it was just that you leveled so slowly and got money so slowly you would spend 3-4 hours just before you can go to the next area leveling. Veterans of Dragon Quest know exactly what I'm talking about. So this game, in the remake, which is what we're playing, that came out on Nintendo DS in Japan, which I have my cartridge for it over on my shelf, they added an easy ring. Now, the easy ring just helps you level up faster, and it helps you gain more money faster, and it lowers the encounter rate. So you're not fighting as many battles, but you're getting more XP and more money for each battle. So it helps move the game along a bit more. I prefer it because, like I said, I've got to get through a whole bunch of Earthbound games, and I got 2 months to do it. So, yeah, we've got to do it as best as we can here. And as it appears, the house is falling apart. And we're being attacked by some of the local IKEA products here. Uh-oh, another lamp. Bring it, Lampy. As he smacks me with his pull chain. It's either that or he throws himself at me. Take that, bitch. Die. Die! Die, fool! Oh. Victory. Alright, let's move to the next room. Oh my god, stop shaking! Stop it! Alright, uh-oh. It's a baby! It's alive! Oh, holy crap, it's a naked doll. Yeah, I'm not making a tune with a naked doll. We'll put something else there instead. Yeah, not gonna have that. That naked doll's just wrong. And then it's not even just a naked doll, it's a fat naked doll. Damn, that's an ugly ass baby. Alright. Finish her.
Finish him.
There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Critical hit. And we are victorious. And we gained a level. Woo! And actually, I think we gained 2. If I'm not mistaken. Hey, and we level up yet again. We are victorious. Victorious! It is the age of victorious. Mysterious phenomenon has stopped for now. Yeah, really. The house, it's alive! And then you think there's something inside the doll, huh? Alright, well, looks like we'll have to wear some gloves when we go into the doll's butt crack. Hey, look what we found in its butt. A music box. Okay, so we'll have to make a note of that melody. La 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 la. Okay. Get out of the way, woman! Move it! Purple-haired whore. Get out of my way. Got shit to do. Shit to do. Yeah, I'm fine. If only your father was here now. Yeah, where is that useless bastard? It's your dad. I see. Sounds like it must be a poltergeist of some sort. Okay. I'm not sure what to do about it either, but your great-grandfather did study PSI. Powerful shitting idioms? I don't know. PSI. Psychic, maybe? Alright, so there's stuff in the basement, but he doesn't remember where he put the key. Useless! Luckily, I know where he put the key, because I'm the RPG guy. It'd be kind of weird if I didn't. Yay! And really what he does, if you know, the dog tells you to check the dog, really. Alright, goods, basement key. And we open the chest, and we find the great-grandfather's diary. Or it's the gigantic girlfriend's diary. I'm sure it's great-grandfather. And we get a cracked bat. Yes! And we get some bread, which will most likely get stolen. So, those of you who know the franchise, there are those crows. And they're in this game, too. Alright, so we've got our bat. We've got some bread. Let's go ahead and heal. Yeah, that's right, Mom. Give me some scotch. Some all Scottish... Some all Scotland scotch. Which they just call whiskey there. Alright, and we're going to dump off... no, you know what? I want to do something first. Let's go to the double GFs. So diary is unreadable, but one part did stand out. The password. Where is the god's tale, that which was left behind by the ship that soars the heavens? Kids don't do drugs. Alright, so we'll go ahead and store the basement key, because we... Oh, shoot. We were going to store the basement key, because we don't need that anymore. And you can't sell it. I don't think you can't do much with it. And we'll store the diary for now, too. Keep the ATM card. You'll regret not having it if you, you know, if you deposit it. Let's just say you'll be running back here quick, fast, and in a hurry. Alright, so we're now in the overworld. Unlike, I think, the other Mother games, these are more like Final Fantasy encounters or Dragon Quest encounters. You just randomly get into battles. My suggestion, and I'm going to do my own suggestion, and I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to go ahead and gain a couple levels till I get at least Life Up Alpha and Healing Alpha. Now, what are those? Those are healing spells, one of them, and the other one is to cure status effects. And you'll want those. You're also going to need about $500 once we get to town. So just floating around here for about 5-10 minutes will get us to that juncture. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, so we're all set. We ended up getting to level 7, so I went a little further than I needed to, because I lost track of what I was doing. You know, watch a video or put something on while I grind for, like, literally 5 minutes. It took me 5 minutes to get there. And we've got more than enough money. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I have any money in my actual wallet? Well, your father is the one that gives you the money in this game, and you have to find an ATM. So obviously we're not keeping ATMs at home, so we have to go into town. But first things first. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. My dear Pippi's gotten lost. If you're going into town, please tell the mayor for me, okay? Alright, fine. Why don't she call the cops, or... What is it, her dog? I'm not even going to get in the middle of that. Speaking of dogs, euthanasia? Hi-yah! Well, that's why Michael Jackson goes to Japan. Euthanasia. Yeah, that's a bad joke. That's a really bad joke. Alright, so we are victorious yet again. As we head down and around and down. We'll head around and down. As we'll talk to you. And you need to make note of that. You didn't come from the cemetery from the south, did you? Alright, and there's what you do, like in many of these old RPGs, is you've literally got to talk to people. And the one person you really want to make sure you talk to, other than that guy telling you that the cemetery is down south, you want to talk to this guy. Canary Village is northwest of here. You should definitely go visit. Admission is free. I'll explain something real quick, and there's not a lot of story or development that tells you to do this. You just kind of have to know. Okay, so we'll go use our ATM card. We'll withdraw. Ooh, a whopping $628. All right, and let's go ahead and head upstairs. Drugs, sporting goods. The $500 is actually for the T-ball bat, which you kind of want. Even being high level, some of the enemies will give you a pretty rough time if you're not doing enough damage to them. So go ahead and we'll use it, because that's how you equip stuff in this game. And then in order to sell the old bat, we need to go back downstairs. Now I'm just doing this because I know I'll have just the right amount of money I need. We'll turn the cracked bat. Take my money. Take my money! Alright, now let's head all the way up. And we'll also pick up some bread because I had it stolen from me from one of those goddamn crows. Hate those things. Alright. Yoink. Nope, we're good. And then we gotta head to the top floor. We'll talk to the pet store guy here. And all he has left is a canary chick. We are interested in buying it, but we ain't giving you 85 bucks for it. So that's how we get it for free! Alright, so now that we got our free canary chick, we're all geared up. We're gonna go ahead and go check out Canary Village. Makes sense, right? We found a baby canary, and there's a village of canary? That sounds horrible. What does it really kind of sound like when you put 2 and 2 together, huh? Let you dwell on that. Let's nurture nature together. So is it asking me to whip out my man boob and just let nature suckle off my man tit? Be kind of weird. As we kill my favorite enemy in this game, the hippie. Take that, ya hippie! Take that, ya pot-smoking freak! Nothing wrong with hippies. It depends on the hippie. Some hippies I don't like. As we are victorious. Alright, we head up and over. Another battle with another hippie. Wow, we found where the Of course the hippies are in the area that says nurture nature. Oh, man. Though they were doing other things back in the 60s. Alright. It wasn't all about nature necessarily. It was more about Vietnam and all that stuff. Anyway, now we've made it to Canary Village, so let's make our way up and around here. It's easier to go around everything. Head over here, and we'll talk to this guy here. Oh, that canary is Laura, the Songbird's baby. Go take it to her. Okay. And he doesn't know where he saw her. Now, what you, the player, need to know is that there's a canary. The only canary outside these walls is this canary here. You can't walk around the village, but what you need to know, and you can't walk behind these brown-colored, pillars or whatever they are, but you can walk behind this silver one and talk to Laura, and better yet, give Laura her baby canary. And this is how we acquire the next song. Alright, so we have la 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 la. Okay. The melodies are important. If you're an Earthboundian or an Earthbound fan, you know what the melodies are for. They are very important. Alright, let's head back to town and do other important things. So you can see we're in full sprint. Full sprint. The local enemies around here right now aren't going to give us much XP or money right now, so it is good that we are moving on and got through that like unmolested by local enemies. Alright, we'll head down. Down one more. And we need to go to talk to the mayor about, obviously, Pippi's mother told us to do it, so we need to do it. So we'll head up. I don't know, this task might be too much for you to handle. I'll show you what I can handle, you old bastard. Child straight into the cemetery, and as luck would have it, I'm up for re-election soon. So you want me to go make you look good, and I get screwed. Got it. Yeah, we'll do it. Asshole. Alright. So, that will start this quest. Okay, so now, what we do know is that the cemetery is to the south. And you can actually see little dots where locations are. That's what those black little dots are, if you were wondering. They're secondary locations on the map. So we know it's south. Yeah, how are you supposed to know that? Trial and error. Years of playing RPG games and video games in general. And another clue is that the locals down to the south of town are actually pseudo-zombies. And they give pretty good XP, and they give pretty good money for beating them. So definitely make a habit of fighting them. As he returned to the dust of the earth. Go pick a fight with another. Get out of the way, prick. There we go. And I get to be a zombie too, huh? Wouldn't a pseudo zombie just not be a zombie? Doesn't pseudo kind of mean they're not exactly zombies, but they're like them, or somebody's pretending to be a zombie? Nah, I'm not gonna get into that. One thing that's good to know is if you're heading west, if you're trying to play this game raw, which will take you a long time to get through it. My suggestion is if you're playing this game raw, go west first, because you'll find a healer, and if you have money on you, he'll actually heal you and recover your psychic powers and all that stuff. And it's only like 18 bucks, I think, or 26 bucks or something. That's why in this game you always want to have money on you. At least $100 or $100 to $200. As you progress through the game, that number is obviously going to be larger and larger. The other thing that's cool too is there's a free phone here, so if you want to save, you can, and it'll be free. The dollar in the pay phone in the shopping mall is $1 to use. So some people don't want to waste $1 on that, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. As we're attacked by a small army of Mr. Batty. These guys are so bad at killing things, they sometimes try to kill each other. But as you can see, they're going to do minuscule damage to me, so nothing to worry about. We keep the pressure on. Oh, that delicious scotch. Oh. And kerblamo! Gotta get one more in there, one more good hit. Now Mr. Bundy will die! And victory is ours. Sweet, let's keep moving. As we head down, we'll go in through here. The music has obviously changed. If you go in the church, I like to help zombies become friendly by teaching them about God. But zombies freak me out, so then why are you here? You're useless. Besides, trying to teach zombies about God is just ridiculous. I mean, your brains are delicious. That's what they want. They don't care if you're religious. They'll eat you because you're delicious. So what you're doing is you're going to wander aimlessly around the cemetery for the most part until you come to this area here where these, again, some more of these statue-like things are. And what they are, you know, obviously you could see one of them was pulled ajar. I didn't mean to get into another battle, but I did. So bring it. Yeah, size me up, fool. Size me up indeed. That's what they do right before they start attacking each other. And unfortunately, you cannot select which Mr. Batty you want to attack. It's kind of done automatically for you when they're in groups like this. Usually in groups of 2 or more, you can't pick the specific Mr. Batty or creature you want to go after. So you are at the mercy of some of that. At least it's usually, and I don't remember if he attacks the exact same one every time, or if he'll attack different ones. I think he attacks the same one every time, which kind of helps because that's what you would want him to do. But it's never a problem. It's just strange because you're wondering why I'm not targeting anything specific. Alright. Let's head down here. And obviously we're in a room full of coffins, so, well, there must be something in them. And what was it? It's a zombie! Alright, well, let's kill him. And since this room is a dead end, we need to find whatever's here, so that or perhaps there's something else. What we didn't find was Pippi, so maybe she's in one of these coffins. Simple as that. Some of you are screaming at the screen, you already know! I know, but I'm trying to keep the wonder and mystery in the game without trying to ruin too much. That'd be just mean. Only a jackass would tell someone that Pippi's in one of the coffins. Oh shit! No! Oh, I'm a bastard, aren't I? Just a little bit. But don't worry, I won't ruin anything else for you. I won't ruin too much for you. But if you haven't figured that out by now, shame on you. Now, the reason why I'm actually going after the zombie caskets is, number one, the zombies, like I said, give pretty good XP, and they give pretty good money drops. So there's a reason why I'm doing it now, and I'll explain it once I get out of this battle, just so you can see it as it's happening, rather than just explain it early and then ruin the surprise. No, it's not much of a surprise. God damn it, Nintendo, hit the goddamn zombie. Thank you. God damn. It's like pulling freaking teeth. And there she is. Woo! And then I try to talk to her and run into a Mr. Batty battle. Who would have thunk it, right? God damn it. I am not going to show every battle in the game. I'm just showing the battles that get me to from one place to another, and the reason, and through dungeons and stuff, unless I get lost. And the reason why is because that way you guys see the effort that's put into it. I don't show all battles like in Final Fantasy and stuff, just because they can happen at any moment, just like they kind of happen at any moment here, but, you know, it's just easier to do it. And I kind of screwed up. I could have gotten the Franklin badge now, but now I gotta do something else. Okay, so here's the deal is, Pippi's in our party. When you gain experience with other characters in the party, there's a problem. You get less experience. Because you have to split it between everyone else in your party. I'd rather Nintendo get all the good XP that I'm guaranteed for sure. That's why I fought those zombies with just Nintendo by himself. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know how to count. 2 + 2 = 5. And if you don't believe that, talk to somebody who knows physics and calculus, and they'll tell you otherwise. Because those numbers are not absolute numbers. Haha. Yeah, that's what I learned in calculus. Alright, Kerblamo! And that was his first question the first day of class. And it was just bugged so many people because they didn't quite understand it. And I knew it because my old man's a mathematician, so I got the joke long before he told it. Made me feel smart for 30 seconds. And then I felt like an ass. Which also made me feel equally good. Alright, so let's go ahead and head up and out. And make our way back to town. With Pippi in tow. And here's the other type of zombie that kind of loiters around. I think he gives more XP than the pseudo zombies, I think. And he also gives more money, but he's not as common, I think, of a enemy to spawn. So, and pseudo zombies spawn too. So if you need a lot of XP and you need a lot of money, just hang out around the cemetery and you'll fight some. Though you could also run into a ghost or Mr. Baddies, and those are usually the enemies that mostly hover around the cemetery, along with the gangster zombie person. Say hello to my undead friend. Oh, as the centipede suddenly attacks us, which is way, way weak. I think each character only gets 1 XP from them. Yeah. So this is why you don't want to do any grinding. So don't grind Pippi at all, and you'll see why. But just don't grind Pippi. It's a bad idea. Because you might think you need to, but you don't. And I know she's leveling up. I know. Trust me on this. However, if you are low level, okay, and I will give this pro tip out there. You know, RPG guy pro tip. When you are out and about and you're not using the easy ring and you need to gain levels, there's a place to the north where new enemies will spawn, and we'll go there in the next episode. You'll go up there, and the perk of going up there is you can take Pippi with you as a meat shield for the most part, and then you can just level up off of the enemies up there. But we're obviously not going to do that because we're not that. Like I said, the easy ring doesn't make the game easier. It just makes you get through it a little easier. The challenge is still there, just not early on. Yeah, this is the girl who got lost. Yeah, that's right. Applause for me, bitch. Now remember to tell your mother that what a jackass. I rescued her, Mr. Mayor, not you, you bum. What's the zoo problem? Well, I am the Wunder Kid. I am the coolest thing since sliced bread, bro. So, yeah, I'll do it. As long as I get credit this time, you prick. So we need to get the key from this guy here. And we will then head on our way. So that's why you don't want to level up Pippi, because she leaves the party almost instantly. So, Alright, now I missed out on something earlier, and you could have done this at the cemetery with the first time you talked to Pippi, but I totally screwed up. So let's go ahead and head north. And it'll make sense in a moment. And we go up, and it's called the Modesty is the Best Policy Solution, which is how I figured it out. You know, so if you're wondering how I figured it out, this is how. We are victorious. Alright, talk to Pippi. I've heard all about the great things you've been up to. You must be really brave. Be modest and say no. You are really brave. I hope we meet again sometime, don't you? And then you say yes. And then you get your badge. So you can get it at any point. So if you feel like you forgot it or missed out on it, don't dread it. Don't worry about it. You'll still be able to get it. You just have to go back to Pippi's house to get it. So we're going to get some free healing of delicious scotch. Oh, glorious scotch. It's what a growing child needs in his life, in his diet. Just a nice glass of scotch, 3 cubes of ice. You're set. Alright. And now we'll save. He deposited $734 into our account, which is what we have, $774. Oh, we had more than that. Well, maybe not. Anyway, with that said and done, we've also got 238, so we're pretty loaded, so we'll go ahead and save. And he wants us to quit the game. And this is, you know, where we'll be. On the next episode of Let's Play Earthbound Zero, or Mother, as it's most known by, we will go to the zoo and obviously try to figure out what shenanigans are going on over there. We'll see you then. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.
No, look out! You're gonna kill us all!
Hey, there's not supposed to be any kids in here. Was that a blender chasing him? Holy shit, incoming cutlery! I'm getting out of here.